Enjoy a little jazz. We're going to be talking golf, and that jazz kind of reminds me of a nice hotel, a nice resort like the Ritz-Carlton Golf Resort. How about that? So we have here in the studio Jimmy Garvin. How does the Ritz-Carlton Golf Resort relate to what we're talking about?
Well, they're going to be the host facility for the tournament. They've agreed to allow us to come and bring our product to their facility where we're going to actually be talking about golf for young folks along with education.
Golf, do you see that golf is a great stepping stone to discipline and education for kids to get involved with the sport?
Absolutely, because it teaches them all the facets of life, patience, discipline. Golf is a self-paced sport where one has to actually call penalties on him or herself. Mm-hmm. So you have to be mentally sharp to play golf. Yeah,
you have to kind of have a gentlemanly, womanly, fairness to yourself, and with the card and everything, cheating on yourself. It's kind of, yeah. I've been out on the golf course a couple of times, not as much as I should, but I'm not that good at golf. Now, if a person wants to participate in this tournament, they don't have to be a golf pro or anything. You're just looking for people to come out to do what for what? Absolutely.
We're looking for people to come out to support our cause. We're starting the Jimmy Garvin Legacy Foundation in Southwest Florida. And the foundation purpose will be to help underprivileged kids, get them into golf, and find a way to fuel their education process with golf as a career and education being the key. Okay, and let's go to the what, when, and where. Tournament's going to be October 10th and 11th. The pairing party is going to be October 10th at the Tiburon Resort. The golf course is going to be golf tournament is going to be October 11th at Tiburon as well. Golf tournament is going to start at about noon. We're going to have a kids clinic from 9:30 until about 11, where kids can come out and actually participate in the process of learning to play golf. Okay. We're going to have about 50 or 60 kids out having a great time. There will also be some snacks and fun for them along the way throughout the day. And I understand you're going to have some role models there for the kids to see. I think some kids from your program in D.C., I think. Yeah, we call them the Jimmy Garvin All-Stars. They'll be here to help assist in the instruction of the kids. We're also going to have golf legend like Calvin Pete. He's going to be there. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have a lot of fun that day, and we're hopefully going to raise a lot of money for a great cause. Who is Jimmy Garvin? Jimmy Garvin is a gentleman from Immokalee, Florida, believe it or not. I was born and raised here. I left here in 1974 to attend Howard University on a baseball scholarship. But my goal in life was to come back to Immokalee and find a way to give back to the community for our kids who would never be exposed to the game of golf. Mm-hmm. I understand that you have my good friend Fred Thomas involved in the tournament. Absolutely. We have Fred Thomas. We have Senator Richter. He's going to be with us as co-chair with Fred. We have Cheryl Gonzalez. We have Carlene James. All the fine folks of Southwest Florida are going to pitch in and help us get this thing going. It looks like you've rounded up some heavy hitters, and that's good for the long-term future of your program. And speaking of long-term future, this is something that's going to go on indefinitely, right? Absolutely. We're going to start with the clinic on Saturday morning, and the process itself is going to be ongoing. We're not going to come into the community and just have a one-time stop and shop and close the doors after we leave. We hopefully are going to build this program so that it would reach thousands of kids per year through our education and golf process. Now let's talk about the educational piece, the funds that are raised for this event. And people, of course, can go to your website that we have on the screen for more detail. The funds that are going to be raised will go towards what? To the Learning Center itself. We're going to have golf instructions for the kids, but the main focus is K through 12 education. We have a center that we have in place within the next 2 to 3 years, I would hope to say, that will take the kids from kindergarten through the first year of college, where we have actual math, English, science, geometry. We're teaching life lessons along with golf. Mm-hmm. Most of our kids won't have the opportunity to go to college, but we're going to make sure that they have access and entry with our program. You're very passionate about that life lesson piece. Why is that? Well, because I came from a similar situation like that. I was born in Immokalee. Family was not well off. I could not afford to go to college if it were not for a scholarship. I had folks that were around me who made sure I got the things that I needed. So my job now is to come back to this community and work with those kids who were similar to me when I was here and make sure they have all the pieces of life that they need so that they can be successful going forward. Mm-hmm. Now, when you, after the tournament is over, mm-hmm. and you assess what has taken place this first year, what would make you see it as a success? What things should happen? I think, one, the commitment of the community, those folks who have actually gotten behind the process, who've signed on, who's going to be there for us in the future, the number of kids that we're able to reach the first time out of the box, the parents that are going to be involved with the program. But for the most part, the community itself have accepted us for who we are and what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. For you to come back to, you grew up in Immokalee, for you to come back here and be involved in something like this, how did the concept ever start? How did you originate this concept?
Well, my intention was always to come back. I knew that if I was ever successful doing anything, I had to bring that model back to where I came from, because success breeds success. So my thought now is to give those kids what I've learned over the years, and with an opportunity to actually take golf and use that as a carrot, and take golf also to use it as a vehicle to go to college. My process starts with saying I will. For our kids, I will go to college, I will finish high school, I will have a career.
Now, in looking at the headlines here, it says minority youth to benefit from Jimmy Garvin's golf experience. Are you saying that it is limited to minorities?
Not necessarily. We're going to start there. We know that our kids are the kids that have been left out for the most part. But we need to have all kids from all walks of life come together and actually participate in projects such as this one, because we know that they can actually feed off each other.
Okay, that's great. Now, the Collier County community, a lot of wonderful golf courses here. The Ritz, why did you pick that golf course?
I think it was one of those that we took a look at, and it's a great venue. When you hear the Ritz throughout society, you know that it's a great place to, one, come and live if you're on vacation. So therefore we felt that by having them on our side, we would actually draw some of the heavy hitters that we're looking to bring in and have part of our process.
And you know, another good thing is the exposure. You know, some of the kids who will come out would never have been in an environment like that, or a plush environment where everything is just so rosy, fuzzy. You think that's going to be good for them in terms of dreaming big and being on those nice grasses and things like that?
Absolutely. I mean, once they see it, then they know that they can too be a part of something such as great as this. You know, because if you never expose them to it, they'll never know it's there. Now they have something to reach for.
Are there any prizes associated with say the winner of the tournament, anything like that?
Absolutely. There'll be prizes for first, second, and third place teams. There'll also be nice plaques made for our corporate sponsors, and make sure that we're going to take care of them, because they're going to be the ones who are footing the bill for us, in other words. But hopefully we'll get a lot of folks out to participate. It's going to be a great day. Meet a lot of celebrities are going to be with us, so we're going to have a lot of fun.
Corporate sponsors, I know you mentioned some people who are involved in pulling it together. Do you have some names of some corporate sponsors right now you want to plug, or people who are interested in being a sponsor now can get in touch with you as well? Yeah,
absolutely. I think they can go to our website to find out information as to how to participate in the event itself. Hopefully we get a lot of folks from Southwest Florida to be a part of this thing, because it's going to be great for this community.
The cost to participate?
$175 per player prior to September 15th. After that deadline is $225, I think.
I don't know much about cost to do this, but that seems like a reasonable cost.
It is very reasonable for a great cause.
Okay. With about 30 seconds left, your background now, you're engaged in golf at an extensive level, so to speak. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, I'm president of a golf corporation up in Washington, D.C. We have 4 golf courses in our portfolio. We're looking to add a golf course down in Southwest Florida to be a part of that portfolio. We're also looking to get African Americans more involved in golf through our company, and that's one of my goals. That's excellent. Well, it's a pleasure to have you back in the community, and we look forward to you having a wonderful golf tournament. Get you back again next year to promote it. Thanks for having me on. Okay. Thanks a lot. As the saying goes on this particular show, those who say it can't be done are usually interrupted by those like Jimmy Garvin and all the people who are involved in his golf foundation that are doing a wonderful job in our community. You've been watching Lee Pitts Live on my TV8. Join us next week. He's got a star that can't be denied on Lee Pitts Live. Come on and listen. You will enjoy and learn if you're wise.